Good evening, this is TCN English News Edition, and you're watching with me, Nguyen Kim Kong Sai. First, the headline. Governor Ajay Kumar Bhalla visits Moreh. Kuki CSO submit memorandum requesting political solutions. KIM congratulate new Manipur governor, seek support for Union Territory. 10 killed. Over 10,000 houses gutted as wildfire spread across LA. News in detail. The governor of Manipur, Ajay Kumar Bhalla, yesterday visited the border town of Moreh in Tinopal district, where he interacted with various civil society organizations, CSOs from the Kuki community. His visit, accompanied by state officials and district administration's representatives, was part of an ongoing effort to address the unrest in the region. Upon arrival, Governor Bhalla visited the Integrated Checkpost (ICP), where he was briefed by officials from the Land Port Authority of Moreh about the operations and infrastructure of the ICP. In the afternoon, the governor met with delegations of Kuki CSOs, including representatives from Kuki MP Tinopal, Kuki Chiefs Association, Hill Tribal Council, Kuki Women Union and Human Rights, Kuki Students Organizations, and Moreh Youth Club. During the meeting, the CSOs presented a memorandum to the governor, highlighting their concerns and demands. The memorandum raised 4 key points: Union Territory for the Kuki tribals. The CSOs requested the creation of a Union Territory for Kuki tribes outside the Manipur Valley, citing alleged violence and persecutions by the Métis community in the state capital, Imphal. They argued that a separate administration for the Kuki people would be necessary for their survival and peace in the region. Declarations of Métis radical groups as outlaws. The CSOs called for the Indian government to declare the Métis radical groups such as Arambai Tengel and Métis Lipun as outlaw organizations, accusing them of being responsible for violence against the Kuki people. The resettlement policy opposition. The memorandum opposed the resettlement of Métis in the hill areas and demanded the protection of Kuki properties in Imphal and surrounding areas, warning of a tit-for-tat response if the demand was not met. Reinstatement of ADC office in Moreh. The CSOs requested the reinstatement of the office of the Additional Deputy Commissioner, ADC in Moreh, to address the administrative challenges faced by the people of the town. In a heartfelt letter, the Kuki MP Manipur people congratulated Ajay Kumar Bhalla on his appointment as the governor of Manipur, expressing confidence in his ability to steer the state toward justice, peace, and harmony. The letter, addressed to Ajay Kumar Bhalla, Honorable Governor of Manipur, acknowledged his vast experience as a distinguished civil servant, particularly as the Union Home Secretary. The MP trusts that Governor Bhalla's tenure will be marked by fairness and the upliftment of all communities in Manipur. However, the prevailing conflict has deeply disrupted life for the Kuki people, making a personal visit to welcome the governor impractical. Nevertheless, the community look forward to a day when peace is restored, and such an occasion becomes possible. The Kuki people earnestly hope that Governor Bhalla will consider their aspirations and rights, particularly in recommending the creation of Union Territory for the Kuki people under Article 239A of the Constitution of India. This move is seen as crucial in ensuring safety, equality, and self-determination for the Kuki community, which has long endured hardship and insecurity. The community places its trust in Governor Bhalla's leadership, hoping for his support in advancing justice and reconciliation in Manipur. The Kuki MP Manipur warmly welcomed Governor Bhalla to Manipur and wish him every success in his new role. The letter was signed on behalf of the Kukizal people who are eagerly awaiting Governor Bala's response and support in their request for justice, peace, and harmony. Assam Rifles organizes free medical camp in Singat under OP Sabhavna Singat today. Under the aegis of operations Sabhavna, the Assam Rifles, in collaborations with the 37 Assam Rifles Unit Hospital, Sub-District Hospital Medical Staff, Singat, and Lamka-based Doctors for You, organized a free medical camp in Singat, providing essential medical services to local population. The medical camp offered free medical consultations, checkups, and treatments to a total of 345 patients comprising 120 male patients, 165 female patients, 60 children. The medical team, comprising experienced doctors and medical staff, provided expert care and advice to patients suffering from various ailments. Dr. Steve Tungnong, MOIC Sub-District Hospital Singat, also delivered a lecture on health issues and cleanliness, emphasizing the importance of maintaining good hygiene practices. The local populations expressed their gratitude to Assam Rifles and the medical team for organizing the camp, which was seen as a vital initiative in addressing the healthcare needs of the community. Singat Village Chief Haukuland, a local leader, thanked the Assam Rifles and the medical team for their selfless service, saying that such initiatives help strengthen the bond between the security forces and the local population. A Meitei militant group around Baitingal in Manipur has been accused of torturing and forcing an 18-year-old boy to consume pork. According to local media reports, the incident occurred on January 4 after the boy, identified as Tampak Mayum Akhtar from Kwoktaw Ward No. 2, was summoned by the Arambay Tingal Hengang unit under allegations of misconduct with a Meitei girl, Zenita, working at the Cafe in Kaisampat, Imphal. However, Akhtar denied these allegations and said that he, Zenita, and another friend work at the same cafe and often engage in casual conversations. He further claimed that he jokingly told his friend that he loves Janita. She misinterpreted his words and informed her brother and the AT group. Janita's account is, however, different. She stated that Akhtar had proposed and wanted to marry her, but she refused. She claimed he misbehaved following the rejection. While talking to reporters, Akhtar narrated his ordeal, stating that he was tied up, physically assaulted, and forced to consume pork, which he described as offensive to his Islamic religious beliefs. He also alleged that Kurungam Bakuman, the leader of the group, had hammered nails into his hands and made inflammatory accusations about the Muslim community. Several Muslim organizations, including Anjuman Isla-i Busra and All Manipur Muslim Students Organization, strongly condemned the incident and demanded an explanation from the Arambay Tingal group, warning of further actions if their demands are not met. This took place amid ongoing ethnic strife in Manipur. Earlier, Amnesty International reported that militant groups like Arambay Tingal in the state have gained notoriety for their actions, with authorities failing to hold them accountable. Daliwa Chingning Village Authority and the Church Centenary Celebrations Planning Committee have strongly condemned in what it described as an act of vandalism targeting a memorial stone dedicated to the first Christian converts and the establishment of the Daliwa Chingning Baptist Church. In a condemnations note, the Daliwa Chingning Village Authority, Chandil District, Manipur, said the incident carried out by unidentified miscreants occurred in the lead-up to the church centenary celebration scheduled for December 13 to 14, 2024. The memorial stone, erected at a historically significant site known as Liwa Machet or Liwa Kuno, commemorated the Mongsan settlers, who they said first embraced Christianity and established the village. The site lies within the village land boundaries and holds deep historical and spiritual significance for the community, it said. According to Liwangchangning Village Authority, the foundations of the monument was completely destroyed and its stone, measuring approximately 3 feet by 5 feet, was uprooted and removed. Despite the efforts to trace the missing memorial, it remains unaccounted for. Such deliberate acts secretly carried out with mala fide intention in a direct affront not only to the sentiments of the villagers, but is also a grievous sacrilege to the church and the memories of the first Christian converts, which calls for condemnations in the strongest term by all, stating that the village authority and the planning committee. Adding that the village authority has also appealed to neighboring communities and leaders to condemn the act, stating that the importance of respecting cultural and religious symbols that hold collective value. The Central Integrated Pest Management (IPM) Center in Mizoram's Idol organized a national pest surveillance system (NPSS) training for progressive farmers and state agriculture or horticulture department officials of Siaha district of DAO Conference Hall. NPSS aim is an initiative of DA and FW to combat the destructive impact of pest and disease attacks on crops. The mobile applications uses latest technologies, artificial intelligence in pest surveillance, identifications, and management of pests and disease. This technology-based mobile app helps in generating pest information and issuance of advisories to farmers. NPSS mobile app is easily accessible to farmers. Pest identifications and pest surveillance models is available in NPSS. This app can be downloaded from Play Store by Android phone users and iOS Store by iPhone users. Nagaland's healthcare system is facing a major setback as key hospitals in the state, including CIHSR, Adam Medical Center, Faith Hospital Dimapur, Lenzem Hospital, Mokokchung, and Panasi Nursing Home, Woka, have suspended treatment services due to unpaid dues. The suspensions of services has raised alarms over the Chief Minister's health insurance schemes, CMHIS, and its associated programs, including ABPMJAY. The Rising People's Party (RPP) has strongly criticized the ruling PDA government, accusing it of systemic inefficiency and negligence in managing these vital health insurance programs. Despite a monthly deduction of ₹400 from the salaries of over 1.2 lakh government employees, excluding pensioners, the promised healthcare benefits under CMHIS remain unfulfilled. The RPP has expressed its concerns over the collapse of services, highlighting that hospitals are being forced to halt treatment due to outstanding payments. The CMHIS and ABPMJAY programs were designed to provide cashless health care to eligible beneficiaries, including government employees, pensioners, and the general public. However, with hospitals suspending services, many beneficiaries are left without essential medical care. The RPP has accused the government of betraying the public trust and violating its commitment to provide accessible health care. The RPP has also raised questions about the allocations of funds, pointing to money deductions from employee salaries. The party has demanded that the government clarify where the funds are going and why the outstanding dues to hospitals have been not paid. The ongoing crisis has sparked calls for transparency and urgent actions from the government to restore the effectiveness of the health insurance system. The people of Nagaland, the RPP stated, deserve transparency, accountability, and urgent reform to restore confidence in the state's healthcare system. Five distinguished individuals from Meghalaya have been selected to attend the Republic Day Parade 2025 at Kartavya Path, New Delhi on January 26, 2025. They are part of a special group of 35 representatives from the Northeast, showcasing the region's contributions to visions of Swarnim Bharat. A total of 10,000 special guests from across the country have been invited to witness the Republic Day Parade 2025 at Kartavya Path, New Delhi on January 26, 2025. These special guests include women entrepreneurs, national award winners, and beneficiaries of flagship government schemes. Particular emphasis has been given to inviting members of self-help groups, SHGs, actively working in areas such as income generations, environmental protections, health, nutrition, sanitation, Panchayati Raj institutions convergence, and gender empowerment. Priority has been accorded to those who have not visited Delhi before. During their visit, these special guests will not only witness the grandeur of the Republic Day Parade, but also visit iconic landmarks including the National War Memorial and the PM Sangrahalaya. Additionally, they will engage in interactive sessions with key government ministers, deepening their understanding of India's heritage and ongoing governance initiatives. Sikkim became the first state in the Northeast to receive official recognitions from the National Council for Vocational Education and Training (NCVET) under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship (MSDE) Government of India. Sikkim achieved the milestone after an agreement was signed between the State Council of Vocational Training (SCVT) Sikkim and NCVET. The agreement, marking a significant advancement in the state's vocational education sector, was formally signed during a ceremony at Kushal Bhawan in New Delhi. The event was attended by Atul Kumar Tiwari, Secretary of MSDE, along with senior officials from NCVET. The NCVET Sikkim was represented by Sri Karma Namgyal Bhutia, Secretary of the Skill Development Department, and his team. This recognition designates SCVT Sikkim as an awarding body and BDUAL, enabling the organizations to award, access, and certify learners undergoing training at its own campuses or fully managed training centers. With this achievement, Sikkim has set a benchmark as a leader in vocational education in the Northeast region. The NCVET, as the nation's regulator for vocational education, plays a key role in establishing standards, developing regulations, and improving the quality of skill development initiatives across India. It is also responsible for accrediting awarding bodies and assessment agencies that contributed to the creation of a skilled and competent workforce. The Indian Youth Congress (IYC) is going to hold its Northeast Youth Convention in Tripura, marking a significant gathering aimed at addressing pressing concerns about unemployment, drug proliferations, and regional stability. The convention, scheduled for January 16 at the Agartala Town Hall, comes at a crucial time when the northeastern states face mounting challenges on multiple fronts. The All India Youth Congress (AIYC) President Uday Bhanu Chip will lead the discussions as chief guest, accompanied by the Assistant in charge of All India Youth Congress, Jishan Ahmed. During a press conference at Tripura Pradesh Congress Bhavan on Thursday, Tripura Pradesh Youth Congress (TPYC) President Nilkamal Saha expressed deep concern over the state's growing drug crisis. Our youth are facing unprecedented challenges from narcotics trafficking. Despite repeated appeals, no positive action has been taken yet, Saha observed, emphasizing the need for immediate intervention. The convention faced an unexpected hurdle when their original venue booking at Rabindra Satabarsiki Bhavan was withdrawn, reportedly due to scheduling conflicts with government programs. This development has raised questions about the availability of public spaces for political discourse. Nevertheless, organizers successfully secured the Agartala Town Hall as an alternative venue, ensuring the conventions will proceed as planned. Meanwhile, Youth Congress Assistant in Charge Nizam Ahmed outlined the convention's comprehensive agenda, which includes discussions on the prolonged unrest in Manipur. The situations in Manipur demands immediate attention at the highest level, Ahmed stated. He also highlighted the growing concern over unemployment in Tripura, where numerous qualified candidates await government appointments despite clearing competitive examinations. Lastly, the organizers have extended invitations to unemployed youth, particularly those awaiting government appointments, signaling their intent to create a platform for voices that often go unheard in policy discussions. This inclusive approach could set a new precedent for regional political engagement. Bodies of 3 workers trapped inside a coal mine in Assam's Dima Hasao district were recovered from the quarry today, taking the total bodies recovered so far to 4. They were among 9 workers who were trapped inside the mine on Monday after a sudden gust of water flooded the quarry. The first one was brought out from the mine in Umrangshu on Wednesday. One of the 3 laborers whose body was recovered from the mine this morning was identified as 27-year-old Ligam Magar, a resident of Dima Hasao. The identifications of 2 other bodies is underway, an official said. Rescue efforts in Umrangshu continue with unwavering resolve. Our hearts go out to the grieving as we hold on to hope and strength in this difficult time, Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said in a post on X. The watering of the quarry, which is about 310 feet deep, continued with specialized machines brought by ONGC and Coal India. Sarma has earlier claimed that the mine was abandoned 12 years ago and was under the Assam Mineral Development Corporation till 3 years ago. It was not an illegal mine but an abandoned one. The workers had entered the mine that day for the first time to extract coal, he said on Friday. He said the leader of the workers has been arrested and the police are conducting investigations into the case. Multiple teams from various central and state organizations and all 3 arms of the Indian Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, and Air Force are involved in the operations to rescue the laborers who have been trapped in a flooded mine in Assam. The water that gushed into the 3-kilo coal quarry in Umrangshu, rescuers said, is now acidic and murky because it was mixed with coal. This has made visibility and maneuverability very difficult even for the team from the Navy, which includes clearance, divers trained in a deep depth diving and recovery operations. The divers from the rescue team, they say, had to risk their lives to pull out the body that they did on Wednesday. The murky water, an official said, is making it difficult even to use remote-operated vehicles. Another aspect that is making locating the laborers difficult is that the 310-foot deep main shaft leads to 4 small tunnels in the Red Hole mine, each of which branches out, creating a large network. There is no blueprint available for the rescue teams to refer to. Speaking to NDTV on Wednesday, a worker at the mine, Jalaluddin, has said that the height of some of the tunnels is barely 3 feet. There is no room to even stand, and we have to bend and mine for coal. Even when sitting, the roof is just 4 to 5 inches above our heads, he said. A special court in Pune on Friday granted bail to Congress leader and MP Rahul Gandhi in a criminal defamation case filed against him by Satyaki Savarkar, the grandnephew of Hindutva icon Vinayak Damodar Savarkar. The MP or MLA court, presided by Judge Amul Sindhi, allowed Gandhi's bail plea on a surety bond of 25,000 after he appeared for hearing via through conferencing. Gandhi's counsel Million Power said senior Congress leader Mohan Joshi stood as surety for Gandhi according to Power. The court also granted permanent exemption to Gandhi from appearing in future hearings, Power added. The defamation case stems from a comment Gandhi made during a speech in London in March 2023. In his statement, Gandhi allegedly referred to Savarkar writing about an incident where he and others had assaulted a Muslim man, a situation Savarkar reportedly found pleasurable. Satyaki Savarkar, a relative of the ideologue, filed the defamation complaint, refuting Gandhi's claim and asserting that no such incident is mentioned in Savarkar's work. Savarkar has sought the maximum penalty for Gandhi under Section 500 of the Indian Penal Code (IPC) for criminal defamations, along with the highest compensations under Sections 357 of the Criminal Procedure Code (CRPC). At least 10 people have died and thousands of structures destroyed as ferocious wildfires swept through Los Angeles, U.S. officials said. Fast-moving flames, fueled by intense dry winds, ripped through houses and businesses, forcing tens of thousands to flee smoke-choked canyons and neighborhoods dotted with celebrity homes. As wildfires continue to smolder, Los Angeles County's medical examiner said Friday the death toll has risen to 10. 5 of the victims perished in the Atom fire, one of 4 large active wildfires in the Los Angeles area. Officials fear the tally could rise as rescue and recovery efforts continue. The Pacific Palisades blast gutted the predominantly residential neighborhood, sweeping through 200 acres and instating mandatory evacuations. It was expanding rapidly, with firefighters struggling to contain it due to strong winds and fire hydrants running dry, according to New York Times. Over 500 structures in Pacific Palisades alone were either damaged or destroyed, making it the most destructive fire in Los Angeles history. Nearly 27 square miles, 70 square kilometers, have burned in the coastal neighborhood. Nearly 180,000 people were under evacuation orders as of Thursday. Affluent neighborhoods such as Calabasas, Santa Monica, and West Hills were threatened by flames. Hollywood stars including Mark Hamill, Mandy Moore, and Paris Hilton were among those displaced. Fires have scorched about 45 square miles, 117 square kilometers across Los Angeles County, equivalent to the size of San Francisco. Los Angeles Sheriff Robert Luna described the devastations as resembling an atomic bomb drop in these areas. More than 7,500 personnel, including firefighters, law enforcement, and emergency support staff, are working to combat the fires. California has deployed over 1,400 firefighting personnel, with additional teams sent from Oregon, Washington, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. U.S. President Joe Biden authorized federal resources and funding to combat the fires, calling them the worst fires to ever hit Los Angeles. The new funding will cover 100% of costs for hazardous materials removal, shelters, first responder salaries, and protective measures for 180 days. A technical error mistakenly sent evacuations warning to millions of residents across Los Angeles County on Thursday afternoon, sparking panic and confusion before officials issued a correction. Private weather company AccuWeather estimated the economic damage and losses from the fires at $135 billion to $150 billion. Officials' government estimates are pending. The fires were exacerbated by powerful Santa Ana winds that gusted to over 70 mph in some areas. Although the winds have decreased, the National Weather Service warned that even reduced gusts could still spread fires rapidly. Taiwanese authorities have asserted that a China-linked ship entered its waters and damaged a submarine cable. Local media reports and the Financial Times report that a vessel named Sunjing 39 coaled in the Taiwanese port of Keelung last Friday as it left damaged a submarine cable operated by Taiwanese carrier Chunghwa Telecom as it steamed towards South Korea. Chunghwa Telecom has apparently said just 4 fibers were impacted, and its redundancy plans mean connectivity wasn't disrupted. Taiwanese media has quoted a local security expert who believes that the incident was deliberate and suggests that the ship's true owner is a Chinese national. Unnamed sources at Taiwan's Coast Guard have reportedly supported that theory. Local port authorities tried to have a word with Suising 39's officers but couldn't catch up with it in heavy seas. The FT reports that Taiwan hopes South Korean authorities can help once the cargo craft arrives there. The incident follows that the November 2024 allegations that a Chinese vessel deliberately cut submarine cables in the Baltic Sea and comes as concern rise about gray zone warfare, the practice of harming geopolitical rivals in ways that are hard to tie directly to a sovereign state's actions. Damaging submarine cables, the world's essential digital arteries, is a classic gray zone tactic, as halting or slowing data flows can hurt a nation, but proving that the identity of attackers is hard given the links lie on the seafloor and non-stop surveillance of ships is difficult to achieve. Attacks on submarine cables are therefore nearly always plausible and deniable. That's the case here, as it's difficult to nail down details of this incident, as well numerous reports claim Suising 39 is registered in Cameroon. Shipping databases list the vessel as Tanzania. Evidence of the ship being owned by a Chinese national is also not immediately apparent. What is not in doubt, however, is that China regards Taiwan as a rogue province that must reunify with the mainland, and that Beijing has used its military to conduct many maneuvers that demonstrate its ability to potentially disrupt shipping. In 2023, Taiwanese authorities claimed that Chinese ships accidentally on purpose damaged submarine cables to its outlying islands. Taiwan's status as the home of chipmaker TSMC, the world's most sophisticated chess concern, means the USA and other nations fear Chinese actions could disrupt the supply of critical semiconductors needed to train AI models and put them to work. Beijing would not mind if rival nations couldn't access TSMC tech, as it's more sophisticated for now than product China's domestic chip makers can create. The prospect of a kinetic war over semiconductors remains unlikely, but tensions remain high in the Taiwan Strait, and this incident won't ease them. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.